Miracle year. 3 years later, in 1905, Einstein was still working in the patent office. He did thought experiments in his free time. He wrote about his ideas in 4 papers. He published them in an important German scientific journal called Annals of Physics. These ideas would change science forever. That same year, Einstein earned his doctoral degree from the University of Zurich. People were amazed by what Einstein had done in such a short period of time. They called 1905 his miracle year. He was only 26 years old. During his miracle year, Einstein lived with his first wife, Mileva. This is the beginning of one of Einstein's papers published in his miracle year. Academic publishing. Scientists, researchers, and scholars often publish detailed papers about their work. Other people working in their fields read the papers. People can comment on ideas. Some may even find a way to use the new ideas in their own work. First paper, light. In his first paper of 1905, Einstein wrote about light. Most people at the time believed that light was a wave of energy. Einstein argued that light was actually a stream of tiny particles. Einstein's idea led to a new type of science called quantum physics. People now use the ideas from quantum physics to make things like televisions and computer clips. In his own words, the most important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Einstein said particles of light knock other particles out of some metals. Energy moves from one particle to another when this happens. Metal, beam of light, material particles. Word to know, particle, a very small piece of matter. The home in Bern, Switzerland, where Einstein and Mileva lived during his miracle year. Second paper, atoms. In his second paper of 1905, Einstein made a case for what other scientists had long suspected. Atoms and molecules are real. Einstein found new evidence for this idea after thinking about how tiny particles move in water. Other scientists had seen this movement through microscopes. However, they could not explain how the particles moved. Einstein imagined that the objects in water were banging against atoms and molecules. He used math to figure out how the objects would move. People tested his idea. The objects moved exactly as he had predicted. An illustration of atoms and molecules in water. Words to know. Atom, a tiny part of a whole piece of matter. Molecule, 2 or more atoms joined together. Predict, to tell something that will happen in the future. Here's a microscope from 1920s. Third paper, time and space. With his third paper of 1905, Einstein changed how people thought about time and space. People had thought that time always moved at the same speed for everyone. They thought that distances people experience must also be the same. Einstein said this is not true. He assumed that no matter how fast someone was moving, the speed of light stays the same. But for everything else, speed changes based on how fast the person watching is moving. Einstein did a thought experiment. He imagined he was riding on a beam of light. He realized that time would seem one way to him and another way to someone else. moving at a different speed. So would distance. Other scientists tested his idea. They said Einstein was right. What to know? Space, the distance between objects. The girl is on a moving train. She throws a ball. To her, the ball looks like it's moving slower, but it looks to the boy on the ground. To her, the ball looks like it's moving slower than it looks to the boy on the ground. She shines a light. The beam of light looks like it is traveling at the same speed to both the boy and the girl. Fourth paper, Matter and Energy. In his fourth paper of 1905, Einstein wrote about the relationship between energy and matter. He said the energy and matter were two forms of the same thing. And once again, he used math to show how his idea worked. Einstein created an equation. It said that energy, E, is equal to the mass, m, of an object multiplied by the speed of light squared, c squared. Using Einstein's idea, other scientists found a way to release the energy in matter. They built reactors that supplied energy. They also built powerful bombs. Word to know, equation, a mathematical statement that says two amounts are equal, such as 1 plus 2 equals 3. The first atomic bomb explosion. Einstein's ideas. Einstein admired the ideas of earlier scientists. He used ideas from 4 scientists to create new ideas about time and space. He always gave credit to Galileo, Isaac Newton, James Clerk Maxwell, and Hendrik Anton Lorentz. There they all are. That's a fact. Einstein's formula, E equals mc squared, was simple, but it has become one of the most famous mathematical statements ever written. This is the equation in Einstein's handwriting.